Hey everybody, this is your boy Quillin Black, aka CUEBANKS, and this right here is a New Year's prep video. And for those who don't know me, I'm a full-time trader. I'm the owner of a platform called Wall Street Academy, which is an educational platform which educates people on my methodology in the Forex market. I'm also the CEO of a company called Top Tier Trader, which funds people that want to invest in the trading space that don't have the capital. So best of both worlds. And in this video, I'm gonna be going over tips to help you start the year off right and help you build that momentum at the top of the year and then carry that same momentum out to the end of the year. So now, let's get started. First things first, we gotta always protect our energy when it comes to this industry, I feel like. And even like knowing that we're going into a brand new year, you always wanna make sure that your energy is being maintained throughout the entire year. So, since we're on social media every single day, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, that kind of thing, always come across just random people that just go on your page, go off your page, that kind of stuff, like see like what you got going on and whatnot. They might say something that's out of line that kind of has a possibility of throwing you off. So we gotta use that block button a bit more. You know what I'm saying? It's one click away before that person can just disappear. Because remember, it's your social media. Treat it as such. They don't have to be able to go on your page if you don't want them to. One click, all of a sudden, you're making sure that your peace of mind is being upkept and not disturbed by anybody that could throw you off from what they say, what they do, anything to pretty much feel like they're trying to attack you. You know what I'm saying? So let's try to actually just implement that more in our everyday thing on social media. If you don't like how a person was coming at you, block, move on. All right, so when it comes to making money, I feel like a very important thing that you have to learn is you gotta be able to spend money also. Having to make money just to save and have it sit there and not even do anything, I feel like it's kind of boring. Like you're not really like using the reason as to why you're making money. You gotta actually start to actually be open to spending money to start meeting new people, spending money to get a new apartment that might have people that are at a different caliber in that apartment. Use that as a network. If you get a brand new car, and I always say like, no one that drives a Honda at a gas station is ever gonna ask them what they do for a living. No one cares at that point. If a person pull up in a brand new Lamborghini, people are gonna wonder, what does that person do for a living? That's caused from that person spending money on that car to then attract more people to pretty much understand like, yo, I'm not at the same level in life. I'm leveling up. You know what I'm saying? So that alone helps create a brand new network now that you could actually benefit from. Benefiting from that brand new network means that now you have new business opportunities, which makes you a bit more money. You have probably a new friend. You're benefiting from actually connecting with that person in some kind of way. So from that point, you gotta just be open with spending money. So then on the back end, you're getting better at every single thing that you have going on. It could be your network, your business, all these things based off of you just interacting with people, but also being able to interact with those people, which means that you're spending money like how they're spending money to now be around them or areas where they are to then benefit. All right, so every single year, everyone has that 1 month that's just sloppy and lazy, like they don't really have much going on. Listen, every single month matters. All right, so we gotta try to go into each and every month with an intent, which means that we have a goal in mind. We have these subcategories, which is the small stuff that we have to hit each and every week. And as long as we're tracking it, we could actually check off that overall goal. So let's just try to focus on being a bit more organized as we're going into each and every month with intent, knowing that we are making progress based off of these subcategories. All right, so everyone here has heard about the 90-day rule. All right, which means that if you're getting a brand new job, you're on probation for 90 days. They say 90 days creates a brand new habit. So treat the first 9 days with respect. So each and every day, you're going into that day with intent, which means that by the time you hit that 90-day mark, you have so much momentum built up, it could bring you over to that next 90 days, and that next 90 days, and that next 90 days to that brand new year. All right, so top of the year, for all my traders out there, you have to pretty much get used to paying yourself, actually benefiting from the profits that you're making in the markets, right? Because remember, like a common thing that people do is try to please everybody that's online. It can be Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, whatever. So they would make profit just to post to say, yo, look, I'm trading. Oh, look, I'm making profit. But understanding that like they're not withdrawing at the end of the day. So is that really benefiting you as a trader? So try to actually come to a point that you could then fully benefit from how you're making money on the charts, which means as you're making money, pay yourself, invest into a new craft, buy a new car, buy something that can actually level you up in some kind of way. You can't be trading the entire time just to build an account, just to show up on Instagram and Facebook and shit, all right? So just learn how to pretty much come to a point that you're actually benefiting from the money that you're making on the markets, then actually see growth in your overall lifestyle and progress what your overall goal is. Okay, we can't keep on going into a brand new year, taking advice from people that don't have a lifestyle that you're trying to live, so try to make it a priority to follow people on social media that actually is gonna benefit what you have going on, mentally, financially, something. Like don't follow all these bullshit pages that can't benefit you in any kind of way. You know, so try to actually bring yourself in an environment that is gonna allow you to grow. And I always say it's kind of like trying to plant a flower in sand. The environment can't let that plant grow. Now, putting that flower into a pot of soil, all of a sudden you're seeing growth. You have that same power. So follow people, be around people, surround yourself with people that is gonna allow you to also grow as a person as well, knowing that it's giving you good energy and also positive reinforcement to grow as a person. All right, so I have a thing called the 1, 2, 3 theory, right? I just made it up, but it makes sense, all right? So it goes by the list of what you consider as a priority. Like my number 1 is trading, all right? Like my number 2 is the other business and other ventures that I'm a part of. Number 3, family, okay? So my 1, 2, and 3 is making my life better each and every day, right? Which means that's what's making me money. That's what's making me build a network. That's what's making me just make overall progress in every single category that I'm working with. So ask yourself, what is your number 1? What is your number 2? What is your number 3? Like, can all those coincide to the point that it's making progress in your overall life? Like, you can't have your 1, 2, and 3 not coincide because it's not gonna actually allow you to grow as a person. So for example, I used to always do a lot of other tasks that I'm surrounded by because the people that I'm surrounded by, those small tasks are their number 1s. To me, those small tasks was my number 6s and 7s, but I was trying to actually give some kind of effort to actually learn those things, but I was never gonna learn like how I think I could because it was never my number 1 or 2 or 3, all right? I used to do photography. It was like my number 6, but I could never give it enough time to become a photographer because I wanted to, but at the same time, like my number 1s are so important that I'm not gonna stop it. So then I came across 954 MM. From that point, I noticed that his number 1 is what my number 6 was, which now means that value can be added to what I have going on. So always try to understand that your first 1, 2, and 3 is gonna make you progress in overall life. Everything else, you could find people that is their number 1s, then you could actually come together with them to then make overall value. Okay, so right now it's the mid-December, okay? Which means top of the year, New Year's resolution, blah, 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 like new man, like they wake up that morning of January 1st and they're a brand new person. That's what people want it to actually be like. But in reality, you're gonna start the year without any momentum. You have to build the momentum at that point, right? Versus prepping from now, as far as start getting into those brand new habits now. So when it comes to January 1st, the momentum has already started. So you're not trying to find the momentum is already there, which means that you're already 1 step ahead. So now that's gonna make it a lot easier to now roll into those first 90 days to then carry on over. So everything starts with right now. How are you gonna make progress without any kind of true momentum? Practice it now. Practice these small habits because at the end of the day, you want January 1st to feel like you have the possibility to change your entire life. So as entrepreneurs, we're people that want to keep on learning, which means that we want to always invest in education. As entrepreneurs, we take pride in investing in our education, which means that if we don't know something, we're going to find a person that knows that thing that we're trying to learn, right? It's called mentorship. We could invest in a person that has a lot more experience, has a lot more results, and overall has a lot more knowledge from what we currently have. It's like, why go through those long nights of crime because you lost a ton of money, right? Or trying to find all this unorganized information on YouTube when you could actually go to a class that is organized, go to a course that is organized, or even if a person is offering a one-on-one in person or an in-person class, why not fly out to a person that has the experience, has the knowledge, has everything that you're looking for in that field that you're focused on, right? So don't be a person that's egotistical, invest the knowledge and take full advantage of what this industry has to offer. Okay, so for all my traders, we wanna make sure that we start the year off with a brand new account. Why? Because I feel like it makes it a lot more organized going through month to month, knowing that you're trying to actually make that one account stretch as long as possible. So think about it. If a person deposits $500 in a trading account, right? That one account, if you do good on that account month to month to month, you never ever have to deposit again. Why? Because you're seeing gains in that account versus being that person that wants to be super aggressive on that account and then taking unnecessary hits to the point that you can't even trade anymore because the account balance is so low. So learn how to be a bit more disciplined with making those gains on your account and also minimizing those losses as well so you could actually trade another day. So throughout your entire year, make sure that you guys are having growth. I'm not talking about growth in just the account, I'm talking about growth in also your lot size as well. So as you're making gains in your account and growing your equity, make sure that you're open to taking more withdrawals out, all right? But also, as you're growing your account, try to up that lot size. That's the only way how you're gonna grow in this industry. If a person is having the same lot size from January and the same lot size all the way in November, did they really grow, you know? So think about that. So be that person that is not scared to up that lot size a little bit to see like what's possible, because as you're gaining knowledge and skill and precision, that's gonna give you the opportunity now to up that lot size and now see a different side of trading that you never experienced before. We're big on business. We all know that. We do a lot of business, a lot of trading. Everything's all about money and that kind of thing. But remember, we gotta kind of like step away from all that money and business at times and understand that we're still people. We still gotta have a social life. We still gotta have fun. So make sure as you're going about your entire year, it's not all about the money. It's not all about the business. It's not all about just, you know, the thing that you see on Instagram. Learn how to pretty much have a social life and have that fun side of you as well. Get out the house, have that fun, travel. Everything that you're doing online, make it count. Don't make the money just to sit at home the entire time. Take some time out, hang out with your friends, hang out with your family, have a new hobby, you know? Do something that could keep you in that creative space so your mind can keep on growing. So the biggest thing that I mentioned to every single person that's trying to be an entrepreneur is understand where you are in your journey, all right? If a person has been inside the journey for 6, 7, 8 years, can't try to compete with them, right? It doesn't make sense. You're gonna run yourself thin very, very quickly. So as you're going throughout your journey, make sure that you stay in your lane, because at the same time, like your journey is very, very different from somebody else's, and you never want to step too much ahead to the point that you can't control it anymore. So understand where you are, embrace it, have fun with it, and then when the time is right, you will go to that next level. So that's your New Year's prep. So when you rewatch this video, you're holding yourself accountable to all these goals and aspirations that you set for yourself to make sure that you could have a successful year next year. Let's get it.